With the pepper and cucumber harvest in full swing, it's time to make some relish. And here is the video to show you how to do that. First order of the day, wash your peppers and your cucumbers and then cut out any bad spots. Like for example that black spot here. I'm actually de-seeding those peppers simply because I don't like the seeds in my relish. If you're wondering what kind of peppers I'm having here, I'm wondering the same thing. I just grabbed a handful of the pepper offers on my farm stand. So this may be Anaheims and banana peppers and all sorts of things. Some may be hot, some may be not. We'll have a mystery in the end. All we know, it's gonna be good. I have one of my trusty serrano peppers from the backyard. This one's fully ripe, so it might be quite spicy. That taken care of, we need to chop all the veg into smaller pieces so the food processor can make heads and tails of it. Let me move that guy over here. There, beautiful pickling cucumbers. Time to shred this. You don't want it a complete mush. You want still a few bits and pieces in there. So grind it down to the texture you like on a relish. I like it just a tiny bit chunky. Well, this food processor isn't big enough. So work in batches. There, much better. Push down the sides every now and then so that everything is pretty consistent in the end. I think that's how I like it, slightly chunky. Get the second batch going. Before that's all done, add a medium-sized onion. Also chop that into like smaller pieces. And now keep your distance, otherwise, you know, it's gonna be sad business. Put that into your bowl too. And here's the end result. The problem with relish is these vegetables have a hell of a lot of water. You want to get rid of this water. So I'm adding, well, probably a tablespoon of salt here. And then do some mixing. You can already see how water accumulates down here. See, the salt will extract more water out of it. And once we squeeze it, we have the majority of the water out. And then we can just proceed with the recipe. Half an hour has passed. This is the result. See all the water that's accumulated? Let's squeeze that out. Extra bowl with kitchen towel. Dump it all in. Fold the edges over. And start squeezing. See how much water has accumulated? You should make this a nice green beverage. It's very healthy. That's your vegetables. Let's move on to the seasonings. In a pot, add the vinegar, the sugar, the salt, and the mustard seeds. Put that over to the stove, bring it to a boil, and add your veg. There, it's boiling. Heat down. add your vegetables. I think this is almost a little bit too dry. So I'm adding just a little bit of the liquid we removed to get it a bit wetter. There we go. Do a quick taste test. It's quite good once this is cooked down. Put a lid on and let this simmer on medium-low for 10 minutes. This is quite nice. It cooked down a lot. It has the right consistency, kind of pasty. Time to put this in jars. While we fill that into jars, let's get a water bath started. I'm using the steaming insert that's perfect for water baths. Crank that up and bring that to a boil. I've put my clean jars on a towel, just so I can make a mess without making a mess. I also have sterilized lids here, and I'm going to use this magnetic little thing I got for canning, which allows you to fish those lids out of the hot water. Fill this almost up to the rim. Make sure you don't make a mess of the rims. If you do, wipe it clean. You want a seal to form. Grab one of those lids. Make sure the rim is clean. If it doesn't go into the threads, try going backwards, see, until it flips in, and then it goes. If you want to use these right away or within the next couple of weeks, this is where the processing ends. I want to preserve these for a while longer and enjoy them in the winter, so I'm going to put them in my water bath for 10 minutes to process. Let these cool down for a few hours and then just store them. And if you want to see other preservation recipes, you should watch my preservation recipe playlist next.